correct. Great. Okay. So we'll start with toss-up number 1 for every team. On what road would you be walking if you passed the Temple of Divine B3? The Temple of Divine Romulus, the Temple of Antoninus and Faustina, and the Arch of Septimius Severus. That would be the Via Sacra. Bonus question 1 for Team B. On what road would you be traveling if you passed over the Milvian Bridge on your way out of Rome? On what road would you be traveling if you passed over the Milvian Bridge on your way out of Rome? I need your answer, please. No, I'm sorry, it's the Via Flaminia, but you get another bonus question, so let's try this one. What road took a path similar to the Via Appia, just farther to the east, only to rejoin the Via Appia north of Capua? What road took a path similar to the Via Appia, just farther to the east, only to rejoin the Via Appia north of Capua? And I need your answer, please. No, I'm sorry, that was the Via Latina. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 1 for Team B. We'll move on to toss-up number 2 for all teams. According to Ovid, who offended Cupid, thus causing Cupid B4? Need an answer, please. Adequate time. I'll repeat for A and C only. According to Ovid, who offended Cupid, thus causing Cupid to make him fall in love?
C1.
In love with Daphne. Apollo is correct. Bonus question 1 for Team C. What creature had Apollo recently slain at Delphi, giving him an inflated sense of pride? Python is correct. And bonus question 2. Into what was Daphne transformed in order to escape from Apollo? A laurel tree is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up number 2. Toss-up number 3 for all teams. Give the proper form of the pronoun to complete this sentence in Latin. Marcus fears for himself.
B1.
Sibi.
Sibi is correct. Bonus question 1 for Team 1. Now give the proper form of the pronoun to complete this sentence in Latin. Marcus favors you. Tibi is correct. And bonus question 2. Now give the proper form of the pronoun to complete this sentence. Marcus favors the man who will give the people bread. Qui is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up 3 for Team B. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Of the words lewis, iger, vivus, and tristis, which is an antonym of gravis?
B2.
Lewis is an antonym of gravis. That's correct. Bonus question 1 for Team B. Give an antonym of the Latin word vivus. Mortuus is correct. And bonus 2, give an antonym of the Latin word tristis. Lightus will work. That's 20 points on toss-up 4 for Team B. Toss-up 5 for all teams. Who traveled to Pylos and then to Sparta to ask
C1.
some vague and seemingly hopeless questions about the fate and whereabouts of his father Odysseus? Telemachus is right for Team C. Bonus question 1. To what king of sandy Pylos did Telemachus travel first?
Nestor.
Nestor is correct in bonus 2. What son of Nestor accompanied Telemachus from Pylos to Sparta and back? No, I'm sorry, it was Pisistratus. So that's 15 on toss-up 5 for Team C. And we'll do a score check after 5.
After 5 questions, Team A is yet to score. Team B has 50 points, and Team C has 35.
Toss-up 6. And audience, that was really well done. Okay. Toss-up 6 for everyone. Whose ascension to the Roman dictatorship was fueled in part by daily meetings of a conservative Senate, the recent death of Flaminius at Lake Certamen.
B3.
That's correct. Bonus question 1 for Team B. What agnomen was commonly adjoined to Fabius's name due to the guerrilla tactics he employed during his fight against Hannibal? I had a feeling you were going to get that one. Okay, cunctator is correct. And bonus question 2. Name one of the 2 men elected consuls for 216 BC after Minucius called for the election of men who would bring a faster end to the war. Name one of the 2 men elected consuls for 216 BC after Minucius called for the election of men who would bring a faster end to the war. I need an answer, please. Okay. No, I'm sorry, it was Aemilius Paulus and Terentius Varro. I just needed one. But so that's 15 points on toss-up, 6 for Team B. Toss-up 7 for all teams. When recognized by the spotter, perform the following command. Surge et vehementer claude.
B1.
I think that was vehementer. Okay. All right, so bonus question 1 for Team B. Now perform these commands. Prehendite omnes aurem unius e sociis. Now perform these commands. Prehendite omnes aurem unius e sociis. I need an answer, please. I'm sorry. You were grabbing one of your teammates' ears, which was good, but there was no standing involved. Oh, I know. That was a bummer. Bonus question 2, though, you get to try again. One more chance to embarrass yourself in front of others. Finally, perform these commands. 10 names, socii umerum. Clama Anglicae. Amacitia inter nos erit perpetua. Finally, perform these commands. 10 names, socii umerum. Clama Anglicae. Amacitia inter nos erit perpetua.
The friendship between us is
Defer to.
Okay, I need your answer. to that.
Defer.
the friendship between us is forever.
Okay, it was again very close, but erit will be forever is what you're supposed to explain. But that was touching. Figuratively and literally, so that worked out. Okay, so that's 10 points for Team B on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8 for all players. What one Latin word is common to the mottos of West Virginia and
B2.
the United States Coast Guard? Semper is correct. Bonus question 1 for Team B. What one Latin word is common to the mottos of Massachusetts and the Princeton University? What one Latin word is common to the mottos of Massachusetts and Princeton University? No, I'm sorry, it's soup. And bonus question 2. Different forms of what one Latin word can be found in the mottos of Arizona and Brown University? Deus is correct. That's 15 points on toss-up 8 for Team B.
What's Princeton?
That is not written on my paper. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Toss-up 9 for all players. De scribamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hoc sententia. Gentes Romanae a persarum rege laudabuntur, cuius temporis est
B1.
futuri. Cuius temporis est laudabuntur futuri is the right answer. Bonus question number 1 for Team B. Cuius generis est gentes? Cuius generis est gentes? Feminini is correct. And bonus question 2. Quo casu est persarum? Gentes Romanae a persarum rege laudabuntur. Which word? P-R-S-long-A-R-U-M, and I need your answer. Genitivo is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up 9 for Team B. Toss-up 10 for all teams. Who fled her house on the Janiculum in 44 BC following the murder of Julius Caesar and attempted to regain some political influence?
A2.
Sorry, Agrippina is not correct.
C2.
Cleopatra is correct. And attempted to regain some political influence with the murder of her brother Ptolemy the 14th. Bonus question number 1 for Team C. Name the young son of Cleopatra whom she crowned Ptolemy the 15th. Caesarion is correct. And bonus question 2. Caesarion was Cleopatra's only child with Caesar. How many children did Cleopatra have with Antony? Three is correct. So that's a total of 20 points on toss-up 10 for Team C, and we'll do a score check at the halfway mark.
At the halfway mark, Team A is yet to score. Team B has 130 points, and Team C has 35.
NJCL.
You know what? To add it to the wrong team, thank you very much. So, was it 6 round up there today? Sorry. All right, can I do that again?
Absolutely.
Oh, right.
While we adjust the score, does anybody know the motto of Princeton?
KE sub numine reget.
I knew someone would. Awesome. Thank you. Well done.
Team A yet to score. Team B 110. Yes, team thumbs up across the room. And 55 for Team C.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for helping us straighten that out. Let's do toss-up 11 for all teams. What Greek goddess, the daughter of Metis, was born
B4.
Athena? When Hephaestus solved Zeus's splitting headache by splitting his head up. Bonus question 1 for Team B. How had Athena wound up in Zeus's head anyway? Okay,
Metis turned into a fly and Zeus swallowed her.
that's correct. Bonus question 2. What well-known shield did Zeus often leave in the care of Athena? The Aegis is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up 11 for Team. Toss-up 12 for all teams. Say in Latin, Caesar had been killed with many
B2.
Caesar inter Bectus erat multis omnibus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We'll clear it for teams A and C, and I'll read it again. Say in Latin, Caesar had been killed with many swords.
C3.
Caesar inter Bectus erat multis
That's correct. Bonus question 1 for Team C. Now say in Latin, Calpurnia will have been forced to depart from Rome. Any answer, please? Adequate. Okay. So we were looking for Calpurnia, Sun Virgili, let's go with the Skaterate, Roma, Coacta, Erit. And bonus question 2. Finally, say in Latin, Brutus has been punished by the soldiers of Caesar. And I need your answer, please. Okay, so we were looking for Brutus a Caesaris militibus punitus est. So that's 10 points of toss-up 12 for Team C. Toss-up 13 for all teams. Listen to the following passage, which I will read twice, and answer the questions that follow in English. Apud viros antiquos, equites magno honore habebantur. Equites domo exiverunt, et per omnes terras iverunt. Ubi eos, qui aliis nocuerant, petiverunt. Postquam eques pervenet, si mali has res restituere nolebant, eques telum sumpsit, et impetum fecit. And our B. Apud viros antiquos, equites magno honore habebantur. Equites domo exiverunt, et per omnes terras iverunt. Ubi eos, qui aliis nocuerant, petiverunt. Postquam eques pervenet, si mali has res restituere nolebant, eques telum sumpsit, et impetum fecit. And the question, how did the ancient men feel about knights? How did the ancient men feel about the knights?
C3.
They probably had great honor.
That's correct. They were honored, they were esteemed. Bonus question 1 for Team C. Whom did the knights seek out? No, I'm sorry, they sought out the bad guys, the Mali. And bonus question 2, why would a knight take up a weapon and attack? That's such a good answer. I wish I could give you credit for that. It's when the bad guys didn't want to give stuff back or make amends to the people that they had wronged. Okay, so that's 10 points on toss-up 13 for Team C. We'll move on to toss-up 14 for all teams. What was the purpose of the Matai in
B3.
Those were the turning posts in a Roman circus, and you win the visual. You got this one, Mr. Thompson? Thank you. Viga is correct. And bonus question 2. What is this thing in picture B upon which you can see Delpini? The spina is correct. That's 20 points on toss of 14. Retrieve the visual. Thank you all. Toss of 15 for all players. Who visited Samothrace, Salmydessus, Chios, and Lemnos on their way to Colchis?
A4.
Need an answer, please? I'm sorry, Theseus is not correct.
C3.
Jason is correct. Who visited Samothrace, Salmydessus, Chios, and Lemnos on their way to Colchis to find the Golden Fleece? Jason or the Argonauts, either one I can accept. Bonus question 1 for Team C. Which of the locations above was populated solely by women? Samothrace, Salmydessus, Chios, and Lemnos. Lemnos is correct. And bonus question 2. Name a member of the name a member who left the expedition on Chios. Heracles works. So that's 20 points on toss of 15 for Team C, and we'll do a score check after 15.
Team A is yet to score. Team B has 150 points, and Team C 95.
I'm with you. Cheering's good. Okay. Toss up 16 for all teams. Are we settled? Okay, thank you very much. Toss up 16 for all teams. What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of all of the following words? Vanquish, convincing,
B2.
conquer is correct. Vanquish, convincing, and evict were the words. Bonus question 1 for Team B. What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of the words malevolent, involuntary, and volition? What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of the words malevolent, involuntary, and volition? Yes, want is correct. And bonus question 2. What is the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of the words victuals, vivacious, and revive? Live is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up 16 for Team B. Toss-up 17 for all teams. A plague in Campania. A fire in
B3.
Titus. A fire in Rome. And the eruption of Mount Vesuvius did nothing to weaken the extremely positive reputation of what popular but short-ruling emperor who died of a fever in 81 AD. Titus is the answer. Bonus 1. What architectural achievement, boasting 80 arches and bearing the family name of Titus's imperial dynasty, was completed during his reign in 80 AD? The Colosseum is correct. And bonus question 2. Besides Pompeii, name a town that was destroyed by the eruption of Vesuvius. Herculaneum is correct. That's 20 points on 17 for Team B. Toss-up 18 for all players. Translate this Latin sentence into English. Sunt mihi decem.
B1.
Sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for A and C only. Translate this Latin sentence into English. Sunt mihi decem libri.
C3.
There are 10 books for me. Is acceptable? Yes, I will take that. Bonus question 1 for Team C. Translate this Latin sentence into English. Magnificos libros in tablino tuo in veni. That is correct. Bonus question 2. Translate this Latin sentence into English. Nonne illos libros in mensa invenisti.
Naturally, you found it.
Yeah, that works. 20 points on toss-up 18. Pause for just a minute. I have a question for the students. Okay, sorry, we just needed to correct toss-up 19 before I actually read it to you. So, let's do toss-up 19. I hope they see that in the other rest. Toss-up 19. What case is the only Latin noun in the following sentence? Quo fili mi itis. What?
B1.
Vocative is correct. Bonus question 1 for Team B. The sons reply, Romam imus, pater. What case and use is the word Romam in this sentence?
Can you please repeat? Could you please repeat?
The sons reply, Romam imus, pater. What case and use is the word Romam in this sentence? Accusative of
Place towards which.
Yeah, accusative of place to which, accusative of place towards which, yes. Bonus question 2 for Team B. Their father replies, Curate ut valeatis, carissimi mihi estis. What use of the dative is in this sentence? Curate ut valeatis, carissimi mihi estis. I need the answer, please. No, I'm sorry, it's stated with special adjectives, carissimi. So that's 15 points on toss-up 19 for Team B, and we'll do a quick score check before our final toss-up.
Team A is yet to score. Team B has 205 points, and Team C 115.
All right, let's do this last one. Everybody ready? Are y'all ready? Yeah, no problem. Okay, toss up 20 for everybody. What queen, the widow of Zacchaeus, welcomed Aeneas,
C2.
Dido, and the Trojans to her African kingdom of Carthage? Bonus 1. Who was Dido's brother whom she was fleeing when she left Tyre? Pygmalion's correct, and bonus 2. Who impersonated Ascanius while Aeneas was in Carthage?